Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. This is the best thing ever. This is the best thing ever. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Experts Enigmatica 2. Just playing around a little bit with Etho's new toys. I mean, oh dear, oh dear. I love the fact that Etho, and this is something that I've always envied this man's brain for. He's such a genius with just creating very creative things. Screw efficiency, right? Just have fun with it, and that is a really weird looking thing. Speaking about weird looking things, Etho has also found integrated dynamics, which, I gotta be honest, it makes me a little bit scared because I know precisely what this mod is capable of. This is like a programming mod where you write your own variables in a programmer that is made over here, and then you can do anything. You can interact with the Minecraft world, you can interact with inventories, which is what he's done here. So he's counting, I assume that he's counting what's in this inventory. So if I would put like 2 skeleton heads, yeah, that's counting that. And then over here, I think he's checking the energy cube on that panel, and he's trading name tags for, he's trading name tags for emeralds. So he's actually solved the emerald issue because we do have a backlog of emeralds and we do have power, which is great, much better than apples. And apparently there is a name tag recipe using a piece of string and gold. So if oh yeah, look at that. So that's 49. That's the cheapest recipe I've ever seen. What? Name tag. Yeah, look at that recipe. That's silly. Why is that it's added by Enigmatica? Considering that we have so many super weird recipes in this pack, I mean that's a simple one. In all fairness, I can't wait to see what Etho does with this mod, because it's such a powerful mod. You can break blocks, you can check blocks, you can even check like mob health, mob entities, and number of entities. You can do everything. You can basically build another Minecraft player. In today's episode, I'm going to be working towards Applied Energistics. If we could at this point get Applied Energistics together, we would solve this mega mess. And I mean, it's truly a mega mess. You just can't find anything in these chests. I don't know how many hours or how much time me and Etho are spending on just browsing through different inventories to find the one thing we need. And in this pack with recipes that are super crazy, I mean, just take a look at the basic energy acceptor. It requires a bunch of different things, including vacuum tubes and redstone engineering. The recipes are crazy. So the worst thing we can do is have a bad storage system. It just hinders us so much. So I really want to try and get ahead with Applied Energistics. And we haven't actually looked in the quest book for quite some time. I wonder if Applied Energistics is unlocked. It is unlocked at this point in time. It wants us to make an ME controller first. Okay, so to make an ME controller, we need all of these things, including one of those energy acceptors, which in turn requires an engineering processor, which requires an inscriber, which requires a machine case, reinforced stone. Oh my goodness, it requires some fluix blocks. Yeah, this is just this is what this pack is. This is just going to be a giant rabbit hole. But I would really, now that we have some power, I would really like to try and get into this stuff today. So I guess the very first thing we need to start with is the inscriber. And just to remind you all, to make one machine case requires this stuff here, including an advanced machine casing, which requires this stuff, which requires carbon plates, raw carbon. There are 50,000 steps to make one, and I mean it, one of those machine cases. Now, luckily I did go mining quite a bit towards the end of the last episode, so coal, which is one of the key components, is something we probably have quite a bit of. Yeah, so that can go in there and pulverize, and I'm so happy to see that we have power, and this should be, yeah, that's backfilled. And I could always accelerate this, by the way. That will generate power a lot quicker. So a stack of coal gives us 8 carbon plates. That's pretty ridiculous. I may just as well cook up another batch while I work here. So that goes in here. And that should mean that I can make one advanced machine casing. Okay, and then to make the machine case, this thing really helps, by the way, having everything in a work table. That is just doable like that. Sweet. All right, so I got some pistons and some more reinforced stone. The only other thing I need is the fluix block. So we need to create fluix crystals, which that hasn't changed. Okay, so we need some charged Certus quartz. That and that and that in water and magic. Yes, magic. Probably shouldn't have used all the charged Certus quartz now that I think about it. Anyway, these we can then turn into that block. And we have our very first AE2 machine, the inscriber. Now, I always forget, I think that does connect to that. Okay, so the next thing I need is to make engineering processors. And to make engineering processors, I need to find the engineering press, which I wonder, you can craft it from a block of diamond in the compactor. However, this thing is very, very far off. Yeah, we're nowhere near thermal foundation yet, or thermal expansion. That's very, very gated. Can we find in the center of Meteorite? Yeah, okay, so we can find them in the world. So time for a little bit of exploration. And there it is. Now, we do need all presses, so there's no, like, getting lucky or not lucky here. But, well, hopefully we get the diamond one immediately here. Let's see. We got 2 different engineering. That's what we need. And logic. Sweet. We do also need the silicon press, I think, because we need to combine... this with, yeah, we need the silicon press before we can do anything. But we got the logic and the engineering. That's quite lucky. Oh, that's definitely another meteor there that I've discovered in the southern parts of my exploration. So I'm gonna head there next. This meteor has generated super, super weirdly. All right, what did we get? We got the silicon press and the calculation press. Okay, that is the most lucky I have ever been. With Applied Energistics, that's 2 meteors and 4 each, one of each 4 presses. What? I should buy a lottery ticket today. That is just, that doesn't happen, does it? So let's see if this works. Diamonds in the inscriber, it's getting power, and that seems, yeah, that seems to be working. And then I also need 2 silicon. Now, have we got into silicon in this pack yet? I don't think we have. So that's smelting quartz is the Applied Energistics way. Is there any better way? Nope, that's been disabled. Silicon from nuclear craft can be made in a crusher from just any sand. Okay, so that's definitely cheaper than melting quartz, but we don't have a crusher yet. It's a bit of a craft, but maybe that's worth it. Crusher, boom, nice. Ooh, that was even a quest. I'm sure we're going to use this for other things as well, so that may just be a good thing to have. Oh, and it unlocked the other quest that we completed. We should really go and get some quest rewards for all of these things. I bet you there are quite a few things that will be useful for us, like, yeah, I mean, we get loot chests. I haven't opened up loot chests in a long time. Let's do that. Let's see what we got. We got resonating gem again. I feel like that's super, super valuable. Mending moss, not that great. Adds mending to your tinker's tools. And, oh wow, that's an epic reward. A phantom face. 4 phantom faces from Applied Editions. We can't even make these yet. Basically, you can make Minecraft believe that this here is this chest or this crusher or any other tile entity. Which means that if you, for example, our villager Bob here, he has cables in all different sides. I can mimic him in that phantom phase and connect more cables to that phantom phase, giving him essentially 12 sides instead of just 6. I mean, these are super, super powerful. We don't need them right now, but they're definitely a really good reward. Now, I wonder if I can crush gravel down to sand, or if this is just going to give me flint. Also, this machine is very slow. Okay, no, that gives me sand. Alright, sweet. So then, to stay on track, we take the sand and crush that into silicon. We don't actually have any sand, nor have we found like a big desert. We only have these beaches, which I don't really want to dig out. I think I've been vein mining over here somewhere, making it really ugly, but we haven't yet found a desert anywhere, which is a little bit problematic. Anyway, let that run back with to make some more sand. And then the silicon, I wonder if we can use this. We may not even be able to. Oh, no, we can. Okay, so that makes the silicon presses. Nice. So then we take one of those, one redstone and one of those, and that should create our very first processor of the experts. Let's see. It takes a long time though, considering that's that's tick wrapped or tick warped or whatever. Yep, but there we go. We got two of those, and now I think immediately I just want to pick this guy up and upgrade it to this thing. I think I've broken this machine. It's not running, and I can't break it. What? Oh no, that's so annoying. Advanced inscriber. Boom. Nice. Machine, for goodness sake, shut up. Seriously. Anyway, the thing that's good with this thing is that you can... I wonder if I can relog. Ah, that's better. Nice. Okay, the good thing with this machine as opposed to the other one is that you can bulk make things. So for example, if I want to make 4 of these, I can just stack them all in there and I don't have to care about it. The bad thing is that it seems to require... Oh no. Does it not work with these power cables? You gotta be kidding me. Nope. Oh no, it requires ME cables, which means that I need to craft an energy acceptor, which requires another processor. Oh, I've done derp. I've done derp, haven't I? Because now I can't make one of these without making another one of these using another machine case. Oh, Iskall, you idiot. Why would this thing not be... Wait, maybe we can trick it. Maybe we can connect it up directly next to this thing, but it doesn't have any sides. I'm just gonna have to make another inscriber. I can't believe that. That's so silly. And I should have known that. I just needed one more of these. If I would have prepped that in advance, we would have been fine. But since I didn't, yeah, like I said, just gonna have to redo it. That's okay though. Alright, so remember that the goal is to get the ME controller. That's like the start of Applied Energistics. That actually doesn't do anything by itself, but it's the start. So to make this thing, we're gonna need 2 machine cases. I have somewhere 2 machine cases. Yep, check. We're gonna need 2 Fluix blocks, which are simple enough. We can just do that. I'm trying to like get the stuff out that I have already. This thing is gonna be complicated. This is gonna be complicated. These 2 skystone blocks are probably just smelted down skystone, which I know I mined a lot of just a moment ago. Alright, so we have our skystone blocks, and then we just need the middle row. Let's start with this thing, which is fairly simple to make. We need Fluix dust. Now I wonder if I can use the manufactory for that. This thing is really good, this machine. Yep, I can. Okay. And then we're gonna need 1 ender pearl. Check. And boom, Fluix pearl. We're getting there. Now we just need the two hard things to make. I wonder if this thing... Oh, just looking at this thing. Just looking at this recipe. Okay, so we need some elite control circuits, which are upgraded advanced circuits with reinforced alloy. Let's start with the advanced circuits. They are made from basic ones with enriched iron and redstone. That's not too bad. Now to make the reinforced alloy, that's compressed diamonds with enriched alloy. Okay, so I guess what I should do here is just throw a bunch of iron in there and empty out the redstone that I have, but also get those enriched iron alloy because I'm gonna need them. So you can run through there. I mean, to be fair, some of these recipes look harder than they are. That's my elite control circuits. That wasn't too bad at all. Okay, so now I don't want to look at this circuit board thing. We need the copper coil blocks, which is just LV wire around iron. And we need 2 of those. 2 copper coil blocks. Sweet. What is this bioplastic stuff? Oh, wow. Oh, thank goodness for that. I didn't even want to look at the recipe. I didn't dare, but that is super, super simple. So that's our bioplastic. Oh, they're transparent. That's weird. Okay, I've been dreading this moment. What's involved in making the last piece, which is the circuit board? It doesn't look too bad, does it? I mean, I know Etho's made insulating glass and vacuum tubes. Yeah, it's a few steps, but it ain't that bad. Maybe we even have... we don't have any of that made already, but does he have the blueprint for it? Is this the one? I always forget how this thing works. No, he's made an ammunition blueprint. Really? Right, we got our vacuum tubes, and then we need vacuum tubes, copper plate, and the insulating glass. Circuit board. Boom. Nice. And we got 2 from that as well. So that means I can now make the control circuit board. Wow, that is that is so expensive. Yep, that's looking good. The only thing we need is the energy acceptor, which of course is a craft in itself. Now we do have the vacuum tubes left over, so for this one we need all of these middle things. Cables, and we're gonna need cables anyway, so let's just make 2 of those for now. And that means we only need this thing, which is a charged one and an iron ingot. Boom. Charged pressure, quartz fixture, whatever. Now we only need the redstone engineering block, which actually, this is super, super straightforward. Redstone engineering block and energy acceptor. Boom. Nice. So now, well, okay, we do need to remake these, but now we have done it. We've got an ME controller. Yes. What an incredible grind that what an incredible grind that has been. This is so ridiculous, but I love it. Okay, so we can choose to get pure Certus quartz, pure fluid crystals, or pure nether quartz. I feel like the pure Certus quartz is the one that's most expensive. Because we have mechanism, we kind of have the shortcut way to make those things. So I don't think any of those is particularly hard to make. So I'm just going to get the purple one because that's... Hello? Can I not? Did I... Please say that I got the purple one. Yeah, I got the purple one. Yeah, that's an alloy with all the other things. So that's probably the smartest way. Okay, we, ladies and gentlemen, have got into Applied Energistics, and that is just the best feeling. There doesn't seem to be any chapter for Applied Energistics though, but I am noticing that I have a lot of loot chests. Well, quite a few loot chests, so let's do that. Let's open up a bunch of these. I think sometimes you can get super lucky with them, and you should probably not ignore them. Like this, for example. I could have got some energy upgrades, so I didn't have to craft them earlier. I mean, yeah, maybe this is not that important for us at the moment, nor is this, but, well, we could have got some cake. Red velvet cake. To be honest, does that have dairy? Would that have saved us in the last episode? Oh, we got a basic tier installer for free as well. Are these expensive in this pack? They are quite expensive. They're very expensive in this pack. Okay, that should be something that I upgrade here, maybe? Because that will just be able to smelt things 3 times faster. Of course, also draining more power, so that's an issue, but you know. Anyway, let's see what we got in our loot chests. We got a transformer upgrade, increase the energy input tier by 1. Ooh, a rare mob imprisonment tool. When I made the one that we have for Bob, that took me a long time. That took me a long time to get the gas tier and all of that stuff. Block of signalium. Really? Did I not spend a ridiculous amount of time making a little bit of signalium the other week? I think I did. And we could have just got it in a loot chest. That's... I'm ashamed. Factory blocks. Okay, that's not super impressive, but I mean, it's still something. Oh, I got another loot chest that I can claim. Etho has apparently made the scanner. That gave me reinforcement modifiers, 3 of them, to make tools indestructible. I've done that on the pickaxe, and I don't know if I recorded that. I can't remember if I recorded that. But yeah, these are crazy expensive in this pack. Although we're at the point now where we probably can make them. Seems like I've also got some smart cables as reward for completing the Applied Energistics one. So that's a really nice reward. And I've got a robot. I got a little robot, which I need a charge pad to put down. So how about that cake? That is dairy. I could have got some dairy. Oh no. Dang it. I placed it down by mistake. I could have got some dairy. Let's put one there, one over there. I could have got some dairy for free. It doesn't even look like a good cake. Looks like bricks that you walk on. So now that we got the controller, we can, in theory, start building our ME network. The only problem is, in order to store any items, we need an ME drive, this thing here. And I had a quick look at the recipe of this thing. It's quite complicated. It may not look super complicated at first glance. I mean, this is just iron plates. That's super simple. We can do that. These are engineering processes. We can make that. But then you look at the center, and you need a disk drive, which requires, well, to be fair, iron piston stick. That's quite easy. The microchip. It's a few crafting steps, but not that bad. But you require this thing, also super simple. So in theory, this thing I can probably make without too much hassle. But then you need iron casings from Actually Additions. And that was like, normally that's just iron and sticks. But then I started thinking, Actually Additions is gated in this pack. And I had a look, and yep, these things requires us to get tin electron tubes and hardened casings. Tin electron tubes, bear with me, require either greenhouse fans, which I don't know, you can't make them to just split down, or you need a thermo-ionic fabricator. And then to make the thermo-ionic fabricator, we need this recipe, which required hardened casing, which requires a carpenter. All of these things are fairly simple to set up, but I feel like I'm gonna wait with that till next episode and instead do something a little bit different. I'm gonna start by creating 2 empty sacks of holdings. These, I think, are the things that can pick up tile entities. Yeah, so they can move around inventories, so that's great. These can also pick up spawners, and I learned that from Etho's super weird machine of doom here. I just love this thing. Oh, spiders are indeed flying. This thing, I definitely also want to try and play around with spawners and fans. I mean, it looks super, super fun. And I've got a little bit of a weird idea that may make it super useful for us. But first things first, I have to head out in the world and I have to find another spawner. Or actually, first thing first, I gotta cook up some more ice cream. I'm actually great with dairy. I'm bad with vegetable and grain. Do I have to eat vegetables? Unless, of course, the vegetables are dipped in gold. I can totally get on board with that. And these are actually really good in this pack. 3% vegetable. I mean, golden carrots are really good in vanilla, but they're usually nerfed in modded Minecraft. Anyway, I now feel ready to head out. And I want to find 1 or possibly even 2 spawners. What in the world is that? What is Etho doing down here? What? Oh! Whoa. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. You're way prettier than Etho. Oh my goodness. What the heck was that? Oh, we got something. Ice Troll Tusk. Can we turn into bone meal? And made a very cool helmet. Okay, and what is this thing? Troll Mossy Column. 16 damage? A legendary weapon? It's super slow though. Oh, dude. Dude. Come here, dude. Oh, you can't attack again though. It's not great. I would have hoped that he one-shotted them, but I guess he was armored as well. Oh my goodness. Okay, this took way longer than I expected, but that... Yep, that is a dungeon. Beautiful, beautiful spawner. Did we get anything in the chest? Ooh, we got an ender sword. That's... Do I even have one of those? That's a really good reward. Right, so I should be able to just pick this thing up. Yep. Sack of holding. Sweet. We got our spawner safe and sound. And what I want to try to do is come over to... Bob is sending emeralds to where? Oh no, we're out of emeralds? Oh, I guess I have to... Oh yeah. There is not an infinite amount of string in that machine. So we drop that in there. And while I'm at it here, I think I want to upgrade this thing and add some add-ons to it. Alright, so let's see. Every 50 seconds or so at the moment, he does a trade, which is quite slow. But if we put that in, that in, that in, and that in, it's now a lot more frequent, possibly. And it costs less RF, I think. That does look faster, right? Look at that. That is coming in pretty fast. Alright, so the reason I want emeralds is because I believe that we can buy spawn eggs. Yep, we can buy spawn eggs. And maybe some of you now realize my plan here. Let's try this out with a cow. So in survival, normally you cannot get the spawning eggs. But in creative, if you get yourself a spawn egg and right-click a spawner, it changes the content. Didn't look to do that here though, did it? It just spawned 2 cows. Which, to be fair, I haven't seen a single vanilla cow, and that was part of why I had so much issues last episode. It's a little bit disappointing though. I was hoping I could change it by doing that, because then I could make a flying cow cannon, which would be hilarious. But yeah, we do have one cow captured. That's good for other things. I guess we could just kill this guy. Flying zombies. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. They don't die from the fall damage. Some of them survives. Oh, they don't stack up like the spiders. This thing is great. This thing. Okay. Oh no, no, no. They start to stack up. Yes. Yes. Alright, let's drop them down. I love this thing. I really love this thing. Now, there is one item that I know of that can actually change the spawners, and that is the spawner changer. But this thing requires an empowered diamantine crystal block, which we don't have access to yet. It also requires spawner shards, which you get from breaking spawners. So it's a little bit more work to get one of these. I do want to make a flying cow cannon at some point, though. I think that could be a lot of fun. And maybe flying llama cannon. But anyway, that's going to do it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. I really do hope that you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, do hit the like button down below. And if you're brand new, consider subscribing. And I'll see you dudes in the next episode.